double that. Run it back, run it back. Told him put the money in the bag. Double that, double that.
Run it back, run it back.
Run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back.
Run it back, 100 stack in the truck with expired tag. Punch the gas, running to the future, past. I'm done with that, but if I need to, then I'm coming back. Yeah, that's a fact.
Run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it back, run it back, run it, run it, run it back, run it back. Run it back, I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye, doing God's work. I got the devil in my eye.
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with a 10 when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around. That's how I tease her. Been having my way since a little, I ain't never been no pleaser. Always gonna cry. waste of time, but it's the reason I'm rich. Never see me knocking nobody. I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on they, cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. I don't do, but I've been off them all week. Tryna take this far as I can, I want it all on sleep. Might just put a 40 ball in my mouth, cause I know my talk ain't cheap. Soon as you start running up money, they could tell cause it reeks. Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep your balance. Going to sleep on silk sheets, but it used to be a pallet. Fell in love with shopping, I'm getting a grip of it, I don't need no stylist. Walking on mouth, spin a bag on anything if it got me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took, I promise. Flashing with a system, man, I don't look, that's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch a meal like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen it vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed. This get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image. This was earned, never given. Gonna be that way till it's finished. Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the rose in the Bentley when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you rock designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning.
Southside on the track. Mellow made it right. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These ratchets keep on going, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. RIP that got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. If you gon' tweet it, ain't no need to tell me how you feel. My whole city catching bees, I'm from the rock for real. Broski turned into a demon when he off them. Ride till I die. I hope that Jesus come and grab the wheel. That singing like Clay Aiken. RIP to all my loved ones that ain't make it. Got a bond with the streets and I just can't break it. Run it up, now my safe done turned into my safe haven. Them racks in, okay. On the block, I'll post up, I can't fade away. Baby, I've been too turned, I don't care about what a hater say. Dark skin, thick, I like the so I named the bay. I'm in it every day. New drip, I just spent some G's on my attire. These ratchets keep on going, but my jeans getting tighter. I went overseas with the swiper. Bad, no, I never seen nothing like her. I bought for my snipers. Any sun moving, make it sing like the choir. RIP that got Lindsay Lohan. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. I need some more bands. I'm a grown man. Hey, used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the fitness, I'm a diamond and to run First order of biz, no snitch. And I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen. And birthday, got another hit, no flinching. And tell them send a watch that I can fit both wrists. She on the class trying to get a nigga. She think I'm a last cause I got a pass with her. And I ain't trying to let her down, but I'm not. If you was trying to settle down, get a fat song. Pull up in the city with a nice jump. Lights off, lights on. Chinese throw the chicken, need a wipe to throw the rice on. Pull up double park with all the ice on. Pick 'em like, she running up, she one of them. She pay her bill, she it up. 52nd Street, I double down, then I doubled up. 2023 and I'm the only coming up, yeah.
Can't stop till we all locked in. I drop with the whole world spin. Rock when I do like this, it's the big black door.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pennies, I'm a diamond in the rough.
24 karat VVs in the stars. Rings going off like Michael with the club. Only one model with designers in the thugs. When we shop fabric on, bring a bottle full of couple platinum records later, still I got the game locked. Cut my lines fresher than Tory Lane's pop. Who got it swerve and it's missing every raindrop. Hit him with the then they get their brain swap. Walk around like I'm nigga with the diamonds in the clock. You ain't walking on these, I got diamonds in my socks. Might be funny like I'm Biggie, but I'm riding like I'm Pop. I'm the king of your city, give a about your block. Lights on, lights off. Go on, twerk it if you know that off. Deep dive and get lost. Go on, turn up if you know that you the boss.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth and I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean the pennies, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth, but I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean the pennies, I'm a diamond in the rough.
Touchdown in the new town, already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up down with these big frowns, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck, gon' make way for a prodigy.
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, uneditably.
This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Washington Commanders. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Powell. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. This defense for the Vikings, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
3rd and 2, here's Howell. He's got his target. That's complete. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with the deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one, 28 yards on the ground. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll go play action. Howell. That's out to the flat for Gibson. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down and 5. A handoff running left is Gibson. Touchdown, Washington! Antonio Gibson. That's his 18th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. They go play action here on first down. That's complete to Chandler on the check down. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coach may give up some points in this game, so I'll have to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They run for the first time with Ty Chandler. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Official, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Here now a 3rd down and 8. He'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Off play action. It's Howell. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
70 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Now Howell. Flush to his right. takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Sam Howell with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Commanders are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Commanders 14, Vikings nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it, and when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Beal. So give him 2 yards on the completion. And 3rd down and 6 to go. You talk about this Washington defense. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
Theories abound. People have opinions. But too often for this team this season has been...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. And right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Gibson here running out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Gibson.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Knocked that down for a win.
And it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Steps away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
88 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to the ground with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, touchdown number 22 on the season, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 21, Vikings 3.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Washington on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll change things up. They'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
First down, Minnesota.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. 55 yards. And the Vikings get a bit closer. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it makes the score 21-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Umpire through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
Howell from the gun. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Buda Baker with a pick, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Chandler. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards, the final tally. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now a play fake here on first down. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great effort there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 21-17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he is going to dive to the turf. Boy, a strange return there. And they're going to start with really terrible field position.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Here's Howell to throw on second down. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Vikings in the hurry up. They're hustling up to the line. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Chandler. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
These two offenses have been up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. One last shot before the break. Howell winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Mekhi Blackman's got it. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. His 4th rushing touchdown on the campaign, number 7 overall. And the Vikings come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point try now for Patterson. And the lead is up to 5.
Next to score, Vikings 26, Commanders 41.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
2nd and 7 from the 20. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And Howe will throw it. And that is incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Fielded just inside the 30. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
2nd down and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
On play action, they'll throw. Catch is made by Hawkinson, the tight end. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Chandler. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ty Chandler with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Straight ahead, Gibson. Able to power through. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
2nd down. Howell now. Flushed out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. On the counter, Gibson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 128 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll roll him out right. And he is out of bounds here. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Throwing here, Howell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone and tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. There he goes left side. Inside the 20. Touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. And the Vikings get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Patterson now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From his end zone, Wilson. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there.
And his pass is intercepted for the 3rd time today. Picked off by Lewis Seed. And they will finally put it into the return, but not. It back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Slant route, and he's got Addison. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
quickly here, and that's complete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. And that will bump the lead up to 26. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, Wilson. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here this 4th quarter.
Ready?
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6.
Murray now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
This one deep for Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Commanders went for it, but they cannot pick up the first. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. Now Chandler. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming